Hi everyone, thank you for having me. So I will start immediately with my presentation, sharing the screen so that I will try to my best to be in time, and please stop me if I take too much time. What are we doing in the ENOEL, the European Network of Open Education Librarians? What we are doing is mainly to try to implement the UNESCO OER recommendation at our best through many different actions. Let's look at them together. First of all, the ENOEL was founded in 2018, so we are not here since a very long time, but we've been growing very quickly this year, and we reached now 93 members from 25 European countries. And by European, we mean geographic Europe. So every country is welcome in the ENOEL, and every academic librarian is welcome as well. As you can see here, we have three keywords that are together, share, and collaborate. And that's actually what we do. And people in this room who are members know that we are quite active. This presentation will be focused on specific activities that we are doing to implement tools and webinars and other kind of contents, such as different videos or podcast episodes, etc. Everything in order to work on action area 1 of the UNESCO OER recommendation, which is focused on building capacity, but also on action area 3, which focuses on equity and inclusion. And one of our points of attention is to try to be as inclusive as possible. And mainly at European level, this means to start working with different languages, national languages. And that's what we try to do. Everything that I'm going to tell you is ongoing, okay? So everything you see in this presentation is either at a certain stage of development, which means that it's already shared, and I will share the link to this presentation so you can explore the links afterwards, but is also continuously under development. So we are adding contents, adding tools, adding webinars, etc. So get in touch with us and follow us so that you can have a look at what we are trying to share. The first thing that I would like to share with you is a set of tools that we created in the format of templates. And those tools are Twitter cards, slide decks, and leaflets or posters that every librarian or everyone who is willing to advocate about open education can download and adapt to their own institutional image, institutional colors, fonts, etc. The preview that you see here in the slide is an example of these slide decks, etc. But there is no logo, no ENOEL logo in the template that we shared in Zenodo. They are all together and you can download them at once. And as soon as you open them, you will see that they are focused on the benefits, mainly. Benefits that open education can bring to students, teachers, institutions, and citizens, all citizens at large. All those benefits were taken from case studies and evidence-based reports that prove that open education works. So we are trying to advocate about openness, starting from the results that someone somewhere already achieved through it. The idea here was not to share our own version, but then our version is a derivative of the templates, because in each of those files, you will find also instructions very clearly stated to help you adapt those tools to your needs. And for sure, you can choose a different order in the benefits according to what speaks at best to your target audiences. I will go very quickly ahead. The next set of resources that we are going to share very, very soon at the beginning of next year, and the link is already here in the slide, but they will be available all together, is a group of interviews that me and actually Chris Min, who is in the room, and thank you again, Chris, for your great work on this. We've been interviewing open education champions who are advocating around Europe at different levels, local, national, international, and with different roles. And those interviews are mainly conducted by our librarians, except in few exceptions, like the ones in which I am one of the interviewers. But usually it's a librarian, the role of librarians in this specific activity around open education. And they are shared, they are going to be shared in a video format in our YouTube channel, but also in a textual format in the Open Scholar Champion website that you see in this slide. The other side of the coin is a webinar series that we started a while ago with our own librarians. So in this case, our librarians who are getting under the spotlight to share with their peers their own experience with open education and their learning path, thanks to it also. How they started, how did they manage to embed open in their everyday life at work, how they are advocating for open at their own institution or elsewhere at different levels. And this is a webinar format, as I said, that is being recorded. Every time we have a new appointment with one of our librarians, we record them and then we share them in the ENOEL. We are progressing. As I said, in this case, we have just 2 episodes. We should have had 3, but life happens in between. And in this specific case, a bike accident prevented us to have the 3rd already uploaded, but we will have it soon. The next activity that we are managing to develop is going to be, narrated better by Roberta after my presentation. So I'm going to skip this one very quickly. It's a learning path, a curated set of resources that our librarians are collecting in order to support librarians who are willing to know more about open education, starting from the basics. But Roberta will tell you more. Another format that we came up with is open education drops. And those are very, very short videos with keywords on which we share a 2 or maximum 3 minutes video, very informal, that you can look at while grabbing a coffee or walking a little in between 2 different meetings, etc., if you want to know more about open education in general. And this is very basic, but we are welcoming, as I said, every level of knowledge about open education, and everyone is welcome to start. So why not to support starters? And then, and I hope that I'm not taking too many minutes, just let me know. We are developing a Wakelet page, and this one again is thanks to our volunteers in the network. It's going to be ready very soon because we are also updating the pages of our section of the website on SPARC Europe website. And this is a curated list of resources. Some of them are created by us as network members. Some others are great documents available online, developed by other stakeholders, institutions, policymakers, etc., that might be very helpful for academic librarians in paving the way for open education everywhere. So I will invite you soon to come and have a look. And finally, fresh out of the press this morning, so I was lucky enough to be able to update this last slide a couple of minutes before I joined the Zoom meeting. We have our new report from the survey that we disseminated and distributed during spring and summertime this year. And you will find a lot of insights there coming from librarians who are sharing about their experience in implementing the UNESCO OER recommendation, but not only that, also their needs and the advantages that they already experienced. And in the end, we tried to draft a list of recommendations to move forward. So our work is going to be affected largely by this survey report, and I am willing to do even more next year. I just want to thank all the members that are working together with me, because they are doing a great job, and I never worked so often and so much with librarians, so it's an everyday discovery for me, and I am grateful for their work. So anyone in the room who is interested in joining us, it's free. You are welcome. Every level of knowledge you have about open education is welcome, and we are learning together. As I said, we build capacity together. So if you want to join us, you're welcome too. And I think that's it.